Track number 1, Cheesecake Tapes, is probably the funkiest song on the entire album, with the funkiest title, courtesy of Vinny. The name Cheesecake Tapes, I originally called this as a working title. It was going to be called Transgression. As stupid as it sounds, yeah, Vinny said that, no, it can't be that serious. It's a funk rock song, so it's got to be something silly, something, funky.
I remember we were talking about potential titles to this song, and then he would come up with some really nice and serious names to the song. And I said, man, it's a funky song, let's just try to keep it loose and maybe even funny. So the working title was Strawberry Cheesecake or something like that.
So I remember, out of a joke, I said something like, okay, let's call this lemon pie. And then, or what was it, strawberry pie? I can't remember. But then Vinny called it cheesecake. So I thought, okay, that sounds pretty funky. The tapes came after.
Throughout the whole album conception and writing process, I tried to always come up with imagery, because it's like 90% instrumental, and because it's instrumental, I wanted people to kind of have something to relate to. So there's this concept of imagery, and for Cheesecake Tapes I wanted to have DJ scratches at first. I thought this was the main thing that was lacking, but eventually I would figure out that what I was listening in my head was VHS tapes, the sounds of inserting VHS and ejecting them, and the sounds of damaged VHS tapes. So I would do the inserts in the song, and eventually it would be called Cheesecake Tapes.
This song started out as a warm-up. I sat down. I didn't even really plan on writing a song at the time, but I sat down, I had that drum recording going, and the first thing I played was that funky groove, and it just sounded like this is something I have to record. It sounded like something I can work with and can become a song. So I recorded that part. It's funny because I recorded that groove, but the mid grooves, the sections between the verses and the choruses, came after I wrote the choruses. That part was missing. But when I had these two parts, I was certain this can work.
So he came up with this nice backing track, and he sent over and said, all right, let me see what I can do. And I remember back at the time I was listening to a lot of the Californication album by the Red Hot Chili Peppers, and I was listening to a lot of Purple Stain, and I believe it's in E minor, but it's something like this. It's a groove that is played over E in on loop, like repetition. It's something like thinking about funking in this way. Yeah, but what I did was I changed a little bit. I'm not going for the E, the note, so I'm going for the E, the chords, E minor chords, and triads and licks, sliding up and down the neck of the guitar. So what I was doing was something like. So that's basically the concept behind it. I'm playing a lot of different E minors throughout the neck, sliding up and sliding down, just to create the this kind of feeling of looseness.
On the entire album, this song has the most versions we worked on. I think there's like 8 or 9. The first one, which was half its length, which was like 30 minutes, it was missing so many parts, and Vinny and I felt that this can be so much more, so we extended I think the second chorus is extended. The second chorus, which also features Vinny's crazy solo, is also extended. There was no midsection breakdown. It just went from verse to chorus.
For the chorus, we played the same thing, and then we have the bridge. I guess the bridge is maybe the most powerful part of the song.
And there was no outro initially. That was all Vinny's idea, and I think it's probably the most beautiful part of the song. I think it's the part you look forward to the most once you hear it. And in one of the versions, there was also a solo that went over Vinny's chord progression. But I think the simpler it is, and I think in the final version, it just features a looping bass and a beautifully worked out chord progression. And I felt having a solo on top of it kind of made it chaotic. It was a bit too much, so we decided to scrap the solo and just keep it simple.
So what I did was writing this little outro section that is